Hello everyone, and welcome to part 2, making a custom class. The best way to start a custom class is to build off of one of the currently existing classes. To do so, we are going to navigate to the top of the content browser in the bottom left, go into content, go into blueprints, go into gameplay, and player classes. This will show you the base character classes that are in the game. What I'm going to do here is duplicate the heavy and just name it something to differentiate it from the original. I am then going to scroll back down to our mod content folder and drag the duplicated class inside. Now that we have our custom heavy class in our mod content folder, we can begin to make changes. We can double-click our heavy to open it. Once you have opened the heavy, it will look like this. On the right side here, you will see a bunch of values that the game uses to determine what the different stats and abilities of each class is. An example of this would be the jetpack force, which is the force that is applied when the jetpack is activated. Another example would be the footstep sounds that the heavy makes when it's walking on the ground. Our custom version of the heavy is going to use a different weapon. Instead of scrolling down to find the section that we need, we can use the search bar and type in weapons. And that will bring us to the player inventory. Here you can see the ultimate abilities, the secondary abilities, which are grenades, the primary abilities, like the heavy's omnidirectional pound, the secondary weapons, and primary weapon. What I am going to do is I am going to select the drop down of the first item in the primary weapons list and select a weapon from the drop down. I have decided to go with the Pathfinder's shotgun. Now that we have changed the equipped primary weapon, we need to make sure that the loadout doesn't override what we have here. We can do that by going to the search bar and typing use. Down under player class, you will see use player inventory and ignore cloud overrides. If you don't have this checked, any changes that you made to the player inventory will not work, as they will be overwritten by the player's online inventory. Now that we have that checked, we're good to go. Now that we have made our changes to our custom heavy, we want to give it a test. You can do so by clicking the play button. This places us on the deploy screen in the editor. From there, we can select our class. We want to select the Titan, and then we can select deploy. As you can see, we have a bit of a problem. We didn't spawn with the shotgun that we had set in the class settings. And if we swap weapon, it's not our secondary either. Hopping back out of testing mode, the reason why we did not have our custom class's shotgun is because the game doesn't know to load our custom class instead of the regular heavy. To do that, we need to make a mutator, which we will be doing in the next video, part 3, how to make a mutator.